Okay, this is a special video announcement for Jake. Okay, we are going to work on Song of the Walrus. Wind. Okay, here we go. So, I am first just going to play it through for you. So you know what it's supposed to sound like, and when you get really good at it, you can just start right at the beginning of the video rather than listening to me jaw on forever. Okay, here we go. Ready, go. Lift the bow. Big lift. Little lift. And then repeat. Now you hear I'm using staccatos, right? Big lift. Big lift. Accent. 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 Little lift. Accent. 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 Long bow and lift off. There we go. Okay, now let's break it down just a little bit. So you'll notice at the beginning, and Jake, take a look at your music. You'll notice at the beginning it says staccato, and you see all the little dots. Okay, so staccato means short stop bows. Now, you'll notice that a couple of notes, there are no staccatos, so I'll point out those. Measure 4, that's the long E, and then the big lift, and this is what I'm talking about, going out from the belly button. So if you notice, I'm not going out like this to lift. I'm going directly out from my belly button out straight, right? Out this way and then lifting. So it stays in that pathway. I'm not going to run off the pathway like Jake said and get run over by a car. Okay? So so notice those. So there's one measure 4, that's a long one. There's one in measure 6, and there's one at the last measure. Okay? Those are long bows. Everything else is staccato. Okay, now there's another thing I want to point out in measure 3. I'm throwing out a lot of stuff here so you can pause and figure things out as you need. But measure 3, it has a 1 and a long line after it. That means put the 1 down and leave it down. So let me show you this. I'm going to put the 1 down. I'm going to leave it down. Okay, find my 1. And then I'm going to get my 3 ready. So you don't have to have any other finger down on the other string. So I'm going to have my 1 on E, then my 3 on A. Then I hop the 3 over to the 3 on E, back to the 1 on E. Then I do my long bow and lift. Okay, let's try that again. So 1, leave the 1 down. It's like it's super glued down. Don't actually use super glue. It wouldn't be very fun. And then 3, hop, back to the 1, and then our long E. Okay, so that actually happens twice. It happens in measure 3 and 4, and also in 5 and 6. Okay, those are exactly the same. Now, going to the next part, you can put little accents here at the beginning. The accents look like little V's on their side. You can kind of see them there. I put little accents there. That means to kind of push, kind of put a little bit of a jerk at the beginning of the bow, like this, bum, like that. E, 3, 3, 3. And then we do another accent. 3, 2, 2, 2. Another accent. 2, 1, 1, 1. We call this a sequence. Okay, so we have each measure is a sequence, and we're stepping down. So we have 1 note followed by 3 lower notes, and then 1 note followed by 3 lower notes, 1 note followed by 3 lower notes. And composers use this all the time, and it's just a nice way of composing. It's called a sequence. Okay, so E, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, just like that. Okay, and then if you could go ahead and mute yourself, that way I can. Okay, and then A, 2, E with a quick lift. I'm gonna go ahead and mute y'all. There we go. So A, 2, E, quick lift, and then E, 3, 3, 3. That accent again, accent. This is the same sequence as before. So you see in measure 7, 8, and 9 are exactly the same as 11, 12, and 13. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. And then at the end, you see the repeat sign. That will take you back to the beginning. Okay, so that's a lot thrown in there. You'll want to practice certain spots just kind of by themselves. You'll want to practice this little spot here with the 1, 1, 3, 3, 1, E, lift. And you want to do that lift as much as a circle as you can, okay? I remember one of my teachers used to always say, she was Japanese, so she would say, everything in life is circle. That's what she would say. And it always reminded me of the Lion King, like, the circle of life, and I was like, okay, yeah, cool. Well, there are lots of circles in music, okay? So 1, 3, 3, 1, E, and a big lift, okay? And then another spot to practice a lot is the measure 10, A, 2, E. Now notice I'm not putting any other finger down. It makes it much easier if I just do A, 2, and then E, and then quick lift. That's just a really quick one. 3, 3, 3. And the other part you'll want to practice as a kind of a practice spot is that whole sequence section, which is measure 7, 8, and 9. Okay, and the beginning I haven't talked about because that's actually pretty easy. It's just climbing up the scale from open A. A, 1, 2, 3, and then E, 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 E. That's easy, right, Jake? A, 1, 2, 3, E, 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 E. That's nice and easy. So keep in mind the staccatos. It's just short stop bows like this. It's kind of like a little, not quite a jerk, but you just stop quickly and start quickly. You can practice that. Okay, that should really get you started well. And then as questions come up, you could ask me, or we'll address things as we need to. But this will get you started. Great.